With your boy, man, Mike, and this motherfucker. Oh boy. So I got something to say, as usual. If I ain't got nothing to say, you know it ain't no shit going on. But even if there is something going on, man, I still got something to say. And I got something to say. Oh my gosh. So around the league of the NFL, around the league of the NFL, highly interesting news going on for the most part, as you guys see on the screen. Um, First of all, let me say this before I get into deep. There are some questions of whether or not the Atlanta Falcons contract situation, the salary cap situation, is a whole lot worse than what most people think or tend to believe. Some people believe that there is something to worry about. And it's really interesting that this came out today as far as the salary cap is concerned, because this is something that I've stated for quite some time now. I said, raise your hand if you sure, man. Mike has talked about this before pertaining to this salary cap. I know you guys know. If you don't know, now you know. I've talked about this. I've talked about the salary cap and the Atlanta Falcons are not as bad as a lot of these people in the world seem to think in regards to the Kirk Cousins situation, and this is something that we're going to talk about again. But I've stated before that, I mean, you really shouldn't focus too much on what isn't or possibly going on with this salary cap. A lot of people think the Falcons is just going to be in total cap hell. Well, it's not as bad as a lot of people will say. That Alex, what's going on? Nate, what's happening? Larry Sherman, what's going on? How y'all doing today? Well, the salary cap is not as bad as it's been put out. Again, the Atlanta Falcons are in pretty decent. We're talking about above average. Is it, excellent, where they got millions and close to $100 million in salary cap to go out and spend? Probably not. They probably don't have that type of money in regards to the salary cap. Because most people, let's keep it real. D-Song, what's going on? Southside, what's going on? A lot of people are only saying that the Falcons are in terrible cap issue is because the Falcons don't have the money to go out and get the best player in free agency. But let's keep it real. Do we really need to have the best player in free agency? Georgia Texas boy, what's going on? LFG, what's going on? Gene, Xavier Littman, what's going on? How y'all fellas doing? How you ladies and gentlemen doing in here? Trucker Mike, what's going on? A lot of people seem to think that it's just so messed up, and it really isn't as bad as a lot of people think. It's more people. Hit that like button for you guys so we can get more people YouTube to push it out to more people. Being that it's the off season, gonna need you guys help to kind of help push the content out a little bit more. But the Falcons don't have $100 million, $200 million to go out and sign the best free agent. They don't have that type of money. However, they do have money to have very decent players in regards to depth. They have a lot of money, okay, in regards to depth. The Falcons did a wonderful job of structuring the contracts where, again, I explained this before, well, they don't have a lot of money allocated to players past 3 years. And that right there is always something good. Just look at most teams and the best teams. Most of the time with the best team, they structured the salary cap, and the one that actually doing well as far as salary cap is concerned, these guys do not allocate a lot of money past that 3 to 4 years. So when you look at what the Atlanta Falcons have done at this particular point, I think the Falcons have anywhere about 30 to 35 free agents. So the Falcons are actually not as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. So I say that to say this. Well, it's been a couple of publications out there, including the Falcoholic. These people are starting to say exactly what the great one, Mad Mike, has stated. They have stated exactly what Mad Mike has stated. Let me say it again. They have stated exactly what Mad Mike has stated. Let me say it again. I want to hear myself talk, okay? They are saying what Mad Mike has stated is that the Falcons are not in salary cap hell. Hattie, how you doing? But P-Rich, what's going on? They do have to be a little bit more careful, or they have to figure out how they're gonna handle this situation with Kirk Cousins. But they're not in any cap hell. All right. So Dan Graziano, if you see right here, the NFL informed teams today that the 2025 per team salary cap will fall in the range of $77 million to about $281. Way up from last year's we're talking about $255 million. So this is a significant increase in regards to the salary cap. The cap will increase more than 53 million over the last. It has increased over 53 million dollars in salary cap. So the game of football, the NFL game, and I'm gonna just say this: a lot of y'all not gonna like this. What I'm about to say. Well, you can thank let me say it again. Hold on. Y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say in regards to this, because y'all probably kind of pissed off every time you look at her face. And that's a hint. Every time y'all look at her face, oh, I can't stand that. I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand her. Well, you can thank her for this. You can thank her for the growth of the game. This is the reason why this is why I look at this team, man. I look at the NFL and the people and the players that have been around. Well, it's bringing in money. Yeah, Taylor Swift helped bring in money to the NFL, and a lot of you people can thank her. Don't hate on the girl. She's bringing people that naturally would not like. Okay? They would not like the fact that she is in the game. Oh, she did. She did. What does she look like? Why do y'all got to show her on TV? Well, guess what? TV ratings matter. Viewers matter. It don't matter your fandom, the level of fandom. Maybe she isn't the level of fan that you are, but the more people that continue to come in and watch the game, as we saw with Kendrick Lamar at halftime, breaking records, world records, like, this is good for the game. This is good for the Atlanta Falcons. So you can think, this is why all these fuck faces in Atlanta always talking about they real Falcon fan, they real fans of the game and shit like this. The TIs, all these guys that claim that they ain't got nothing to do. They got all this money and millions to buy cars and shoes and clothes and go to these big events, but you don't have the time to acclimate or come to games. Guess what? Taylor Swift find a way to do it. Let me say it again. Taylor Swift finds a way, and she's one of the most sought out artists in the fucking world. Okay? She's one of the most sought out artists in the fucking world. And she finds a way. But we can't get T.I. to come to one fucking home game, but he's sitting up here talking about he a real Falcons fan. T.I. swear I'm a Michael Vick fan, man. Matt Ryan, he don't goddamn speak for the Falcons, real Falcons fan in Atlanta. He don't speak for us. Fuck Matt Ryan. It's all about Michael Vick. But the one that y'all say is a fake fan, and Taylor Swift, she finds a way through her busy schedule to come to the games. We can't even get T.I. to come up here and goddamn throw a goddamn first pitch to a Brady game. We can't even get T.I. to come over here and wave his goddamn hands in the stands and leave. We can't even get him to do that. But we hating on Taylor Swift, who's helping the NFL get more views and get more eyes on the product. That's what it is. So you can thank the Taylor Swifts of the world for helping grow the game and get the Atlanta Falcons. Teams like the Atlanta Falcons, Dallas Cowboys, and help growing the team so they can have more money. We can bring in more players and product to watch the product. And this is nothing but the truth, so help me God. I mean, I'll give it up to Luda. Like, at least he's there. At least he's there. Like I said, T.I. probably up here goddamn looking, searching Instagram just to figure out who he can. Never mind. Let me shut up before I get to talking. Let me shut up before I get to talking, y'all. But Six Man, what's going on? But you look at the salary cap for the Falcons, it's a whole lot better than what people are giving credit to. But it's going to be somewhere between $7 to $9 million, almost $10 million. More for the Atlanta Falcons to play with. Y'all know what T.I. be doing on Instagram. You know, I mean, y'all ain't got. I don't have to say it. Y'all know it. He allegedly. Let me say that again. Y'all know what T.I. does. He allegedly does, and it's been out there, so y'all know. All right, so let me say, if this is true, this alone will put us back under the cap. We won't have to trade everyone in heavy, but Falcons. Like I said, the cap is fine. The Falcons will be fine. Obviously, you want to be careful about the dead cap and whatnot. So it's not where the Falcons are gonna, they're gonna be on some major. They're gonna be on some major. We're gonna have some major problems as far as that's concerned. But getting a team to take on some of that cap for Kirk Cousins, it's gonna be a task, but it is possible. It's gonna be a task, but it is possible. The Falcons did it with Matt Ryan. It's possible. And teams may not be to a point where they want to start over. They may not be at a point where they want to rebuild. So a guy bringing in a guy like Kirk Cousins can get those guys and make money. Because a lot of times you thinking it's about winning, but most organizations, they thinking about bringing in players so they can make some of that money overall. And I'm talking about outside the salary cap, the TV contracts, to be able to promote certain guys, to sell T-shirts and all that type of stuff. This is why you would want to bring in a guy like Kirk Cousins to help the overall picture. So again, Falcons are in a better situation than was lit on. One more particular comment that I want to speak on, and this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. And let me just buckle. Let me just. Okay, so we'll always be in cap trouble because we always have to overpay above average players to come to Atlanta. They only take pay cuts for legitimate franchise. Well, I don't know what world you staying in, P. Rich. Once again, you're wrong. Once again, you're wrong. See, it's very important for you to do your fucking research before you start opening your goddamn mouth and yapping about shit you don't talking about. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Well, what this guy on our team, okay, free agent. He's one of the best safeties in the game. Anybody know his? Anybody want to know? Anybody know his name? One of the best safeties in the game. Anybody knows that guy well? Go to Texas, boy. There we go. There we go. JB3. The Falcons pay him top dollar. Top dollar. And I'm not talking about the WWE superstar, the wrestling superstar. Okay? Barry, there you go. JB3. The Falcons paid him a lot of money to come in and play. Yeah, they paid him a lot of money. It's not true when you talk about teams and players wanting. It's all about guaranteed money these days. It's all about being able to fit in the right scheme to maximize your talent. Because right now in the NFL, we got a lot of players that are getting paid a lot of money, or they getting offered a lot of money, but they're not going because guess what? They don't fit in the scheme to maximize their talent. We see players like AJ Brown, yeah, these guys, they complaining about, yeah, they made a lot of money and got the contract, but once they got that contract is only only does so much for them. So when we talk about whether or not the Atlanta Falcons have the necessary tools, players want to come to Atlanta. And this is another reason why a lot of players want to come to Atlanta, because if you live out in Cali, the taxes out there is absolutely insane. If you're from New York, the taxes up there is absolutely insane. And if you don't have people that can help you get rid of some of that tax money, oh boy, you're definitely going to be paying a lot of money. Hit that like button, y'all. But you're going to be paying a lot of money from the taxes. So for like Detroit, a lot of people looking at Detroit and looking at, I never know how to get this guy. Amra St. Brown, I think this is his name. I always get his name. I don't know how to say this dude's name, but that dude making like $30 million, but most of that shit is going to taxes because of the city and the state that you live in. So a lot of people like to come to Atlanta because, one, Georgia taxes are different from New York, California, Texas, and a lot of these states. They're different. So you see a lot of celebrities coming and living here. Shaq. I mean, we know Shaq and how many homes that this dude got across there. But like, a lot of these big cities like that, yeah, they kill you with these taxes. Like I said, Georgia's not that bad, but Yeah. Michael said the cost of living in Seattle is absolutely insane. So that's another thing too. Yeah, Texas doesn't have a state tax. So, but like this is the reason why a lot of these players will want to go, and that's why they want to go to Dallas. That's why they want to go to Houston because it's not a lot of taxes. But like I said, if you live in New York, you live in up north, bro, you paying taxes out of the way. So a lot of people are willing to come to Georgia and save 3, 5, even $10 million. And sometimes if you're getting paid more than that, you're a megastar, you're saving 20, $30 million out of your career just playing in Georgia. So players are willing to come here, and especially if you are a lower tier player and you're making $2 million, $3 million every 2 years or so, like you want to come to a team like the Atlanta Falcons, or like I said, even a team like Texas. You want to go to those because you're not going to be paying all those freaking taxes off of it. So it's a good thing. So when you look at the Atlanta Falcons, they're actually in a much better place than most teams. So it's good to have. But teams play Falcons can get out. And K Styles right here, Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy is one of the realest out here. Y'all don't know, man. It's like Troy came to our Red and Black event show, performed, showed us some love. But that's the type of guy he is. He don't just say he's an Atlanta Falcons fan. He don't say that he's a Georgia boy through and through. That motherfucker lives it. Patrick Short lives it. He not like all these other fake ass rappers that's up in here. The Quavo and all these motherfuckers. They only show up to shit that they know they gonna get attention to. Troy being that motherfucker damn near 7 days a week if he can. Mine go what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. That man is always representing Atlanta through and through. You got a couple of them out there. Hell, like Trucker Mike, that's right. Boosie is at the Hawks game more than these fucking rappers, these fake ass, punk ass rappers that's out here talking about they real Georgia folks. How the hell you a real motherfucker and you never in the trap? What they kept going on, do you think it tempts teams to call Kirk Cousins? I mean, quarterbacks are at an all-time low right now. Okay? The quarterback and the quality and the level of quarterback play right now is at an all-time low. It is terrible. That's why a lot of teams are going back to running the ball because there's no real, like I said, quarterbacks. Like, they're not reading defenses. They're not going through the process. They're not doing any of that anymore. They're not doing any of that shit anymore. So, do you think teams will call Kurt? Yeah. When Kurt is healthy, I mean, you saw this year, we can literally say maybe the guy was, I just say 60, 70%. I just say he was 60% healthy. Let's say he was just 70%. Let's just say he was 70% healthy, Kirk Cousins were. If he was 70% healthy and he still put up some pretty decent numbers, almost 3,000 if I'm not, probably went over that, the 3,000 mark. Hell, some quarterbacks barely hit 3,000 this year. Some quarterbacks barely hit 3,300 in passing yards, and Kirk Cousins did that just with him being, quote, unquote, hurt. 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 Quote, unquote So as far as that is concerned, absolutely, I believe teams will be able to call. They'll want to call the Atlanta Falcons. For one, they don't have to. Like I think teams of well, they would definitely call the Falcons so they can avoid trying to compete with other teams to negotiate with Kirk Cousins. So what would happen is they'll trade a few picks to avoid it, avoid all the hassle. I think that'll happen. You know, like I said, all this is speculation now. But a lot of teams may not want to compete with other teams to just try to negotiate with him. So my thing is absolutely teams will. Right now we got 18 likes on this video. You can hit that like button on this. Truly appreciate it. Help this video and the live shows get out there in the YouTube universe, especially right now in the off season. A lot of Falcons fans need something to talk about, and hitting that like button definitely helps every Falcon fan see these live shows, videos, and whatnot. And like I said, it helps get out there. So hit that like button. Appreciate it. But this is a particular comment that I wanted to talk about also. I'll get that, Hattie, because I got something else to say about that. And the reason why I stated what I said about this and the title of that, all right. So Kingston, I appreciate you for leaving this comment. But he said, man, Mike, you were about the only Falcons content creator that was pointing out the stupidity of us hiring Raheem over Bill Belichick. The problem the city is they want to win, but they don't like the type of coach it will take to win. The organization needs to be flipped upside down. Bill would have definitely addressed the defense seriously. So one of the main reasons, okay, as to why, and I want to be totally honest about where I'm going with this, because a lot of people think I'm just saying that because I just dislike Raheem. Well, no, it's not about Raheem and not liking him, but it's the same bullshit over and over again. I know a lot of people like to say, man, Mike, just get over it. Mike, just get over it, man. The Super Bowl been gone a long time. Well, no, it ain't. It's never gonna be going. It's never gonna be going. We keep hiring the same son of bitches that lost us the damn Super Bowl, and the same player that lost us that we keep bringing these son of bitches back. Like we keep bringing back the same players, the same, a lot of the same. I won't say a lot, but we brought in some new franchise guys, scouts and whatnot to help get past that. But it's the same players. It's the same coaches. We just brought back Jeff Ulbrich. In order to have success and to be successful, you got to be willing to learn new things, and you have to study, and you have to get out of your ego. A lot of people don't want to get past their own ego. And the main reason, again, about Raheem is that these same guys lost us the Super Bowl. In order to get past the Super Bowl, you have to learn what happened with the Super Bowl. How the hell we gonna learn? How we gonna win a fucking Super Bowl? We keep bringing back the same fucking losers that lost us the damn game. Are we fucking kidding me? I know LeBron James fans ain't gonna like when I say this, but it's like continuously telling LeBron James to shoot the last shot. That ain't what the fuck he does. LeBron James is not a closer like that. He's a creator. He gets to the basket, but to ask him to constantly shoot like he's Steph Curry in the clutch, he ain't that. That's not his game. Raheem Morris ain't no motherfucking offensive guru. Who the fuck told y'all that shit? Where the fuck have you seen him being an offensive guru? This motherfucker ain't never been no offensive guru wherever he's been, and yet we keep trying to put the offense under his control. He's never showed us offensively or defensively that he's that guy. Yet you want to give him constant, and I'm talking about constant, rule. Now, I know a lot of people saying that it's like, Raheem just needs an opportunity. No, the fuck he don't. He don't need no fucking opportunity. He need to stop doing dumb shit. Motherfucker been in the league down there 20 years. He was fresh out of college, coming to the league, and you tell me he still ain't learned his fucking lesson? He still ain't learned how to build a defense properly? He still don't know what a good coach look like? 20 fucking years and you still don't know what a good defensive coach look like. You go out and bring in your bright idea as a defensive coordinator was to bring in Jimmy fucking Lake after the Falcons had one of the better defensive line coaches at that particular time, at that moment, and Ryan Nielsen, but the Falcons had Dean Pease. You go from Dean Pease to fucking Jimmy Lake. And I'm supposed to think that this dude ain't stupid? You bring in Jimmy Lake after the Falcons are used to having a defensive line developer. And Ryan Nielsen, we went from Ryan Nielsen, Dean Pease, to that I ain't even gonna point to all the finger. And this is no shot at Jimmy Lake, but this is a shot at this fucking retard that we got at head coach. This motherfucker bring in Jimmy Lake. And we didn't think this was gonna be a fucking problem. We didn't think this was gonna be a freaking problem. It was no problem for y'all when y'all looked at this man smiling on the fucking the same way y'all see right here. This is what the fuck this motherfucker do every game. He stand on the sideline with this fucking pose every fucking chance, with his hand on his chin, looking and chewing fucking gum. This is pose. This is exactly why I put it on here. This is what he does every fucking game. We want to point the finger at everybody else. And say, yep, it's your fault we're right here. Instead of the guy that's hired these guys. And his brilliant idea at this particular point, his brilliant ideas, not to try to bring in Robert Salah, is to bring in Robert Salah's lackey. Let me say that again. His brilliant idea wasn't to make Robert Salah the highest paid defensive coordinator in history. It's to bring in his lackey, his bestie, and Jeff Ulbrich. Now, Jeff Ulbrich could quite possibly be the answer. But from what I've seen in the past, he ain't the fucking answer. So you can keep that political bullshit to your motherfucking self, because I don't care. I don't care nothing about you and your bestie. I don't care about you and your bestie got the best of relationships. Oh, we go way back. Raheem is a really good man. Bitch, are you trying to put a ring on his finger? Saying some bullshit like that? This is football. Do I look like I give a shit about you and your personal relationship with Jeff Ulbrich and Raheem? No. Do I care about you motherfuckers constantly saying over and over again, we're going to get it right on the defense side of the ball? No. And I'm going to say this. And again, it goes back to the title. This is the reason why Michael Penix is the fucking real savior. He's the true savior of this team right now. He saved this guy's career. Michael Penix literally saved Raheem's career. Because this motherfucker don't deserve to be a head coach to any motherfucking team. He doesn't deserve it. He has not proven anything to anyone. The only thing he's proven that he can kiss major ass. That's what the hell he's done. He's nothing besides show that he can kiss ass. Because he sure ain't building no defensive line. He sure ain't helping that linebacker core. He sure ain't helped AJ Terrell become a better corner. AJ Terrell was already a top corner before he came in. JB3 was already a top safety and an all-pro before he came in. So he sure ain't helping develop no guy. Tell me somebody on that defense that he's developed. We still trying to figure that out. Name somebody on that defensive line that we see that he's trying to develop. We still trying to figure it out. On Ebiketie had the same amount of numbers that he's always had. Around 4 to 8 sacks every year. We know what Arnold Ebiketie gonna get. So what Caden Ellis did the same shit what he doing in Atlanta that he did in fucking New Orleans. So again, tell me what the fuck has he done with this team to garner respect? Nothing. What is he good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, you all. Wow. Not a damn thing. And as much as that shit hurt my heart to look at the fucking Patriots and that confetti coming down on that fucking field in Houston and Texas, I would rather have Bill Belichick in here recording and giving up and fucking up our draft picks. Okay? I would much rather have Bill Belichick up here recording motherfucker and getting us fined and getting draft picks kept taken away, because I know the motherfucker gonna try to goddamn win and he gonna do anything and everything to win. Even if that is to cheat. This motherfucker can't even cheat good. He's unwilling to even cheat. If I gotta steal your baby Pampers in order to get me $2, shit, what are motherfuckers at? To invest in something, motherfucker, look, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, and you gonna do whatever it takes to win and to get ahead. If I gotta set a motherfucker up to go take some shit from me, guess what? Let's do it. Why? Because it's the end of the day, it's all about winning. The end result. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win. You gotta tell lies to players. Look, man, I'll come up here and give you $20 million if you come and sign with the Falcons. And then tell them, oh, I didn't mean $20 million up front. I meant $20 million in 2 years. Sometimes you gotta tell lies to players to get what you want. Sometimes you gotta tell lies to these coaches to get what you want. This motherfucker keep bringing in his besties. Fuck you and your goddamn besties. Fuck you and your scheme. If that shit ain't, if it's not showing, if it's not giving in us any progress, there's been no progress in this guy's game as a coach. None. He's still the same dude, smiling with them fucking chiclets in his mouth, chewing that damn gum, and talking like he's the goddamn road runner. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about you and your guys and how friendly y'all are and how long you've known him. Man, get out of here. Show me what you're willing to do. Show me that you're willing to sit down and talk with a guy like Matt Ryan and say, Matt, what did you think about this? Hey, Tom Brady, what do you think about this? What do you think the Falcons should do? Hey, Peyton Manning, what do you think about this? Hey, Aaron Donald, what would you do if you were the Atlanta Falcons? Sometimes you got to go out of your way to pick the brain of great players in order to win. Raheem, I don't see him doing that. I see him getting on that damn podcast with that stupid ass Ryan Clark, telling us a whole bunch of, hey man, we got some really good guys, man, and we're gonna be really good. Embarrass the whole franchise with that one podcast. It's an embarrassment. He's an absolute embarrassment. Raheem is nothing more than an absolute embarrassment. Until he shows me and us otherwise, that he can do something besides running his goddamn mouth and selling a dream, okay? I don't need Raheem to dream, okay? I don't need Raheem to dream to selling me a dream. I don't need Martin Luther King to sell me a fucking dream. I don't need that. I need you to show me what you're capable of. And so far, the only thing that you show me is that you can kiss Mr. Blank's natural white ass. I don't give a damn about none of that stuff. Right now, what Raheem Morris has done for this franchise has put Michael Penix in a situation where he is the true, and I'm talking about he's the true savior. If it wasn't for the drafting of Michael Penix, this team would be an absolute mess. Let's keep that 100. If it wasn't for Michael Penix being drafted, Raheem Morris would have been fired. And whoever came up with that was, I'm 80%, I'll say about 75, 80% sure. But this was not Raheem Morris's idea to draft Michael Penix. I'm about 75, 80% sure that it wasn't his idea. For one, he's too hesitant. How is that an embarrassment? Is that a real question? This motherfucker, see, Jordan Textboy, he always comes. Maybe that's a legitimate question, but are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? You get on national TV, on a national syndicated podcast with Ryan Clark, who works in NFL in ESPN, and you tell me that's not a fucking embarrassment? He got to be trolling. And tell we got some dogs on defense. Meanwhile, on defense, you can't stop. You can't get after the fucking quarterback because you can't sack no goddamn body for half the fucking season. You got like 10, 15 sacks in half the fucking season. You can't tackle the motherfucking soul. You can't stop the run. The only thing you can do is rely on Jesse Bates to get interceptions and AJ Terrell to cover their number one receiver. And he got on that podcast and said, man, we got some dogs on there, man. We're going to have a really good defense. Meanwhile, the defense wasn't good. You fired your defensive coordinator. Yeah, you're fired. And you tell me that's not an embarrassment to go on national syndicated podcast and stick up for a team and a defense that play like absolute horse shit? And that's not an embarrassment? Okay. I know my head is not up a camel's ass. I do know that for sure. I can't speak for nobody else. But I know my head ain't up a camel's ass. I can see clearly. That is a disgrace. Look, who the fuck cares about whether it was before the season? That what made it even more of a fucking embarrassment. Do you like, this is a serious question. I'm not trying to be funny at all. Do you think Raheem has shown enough to be a head coach for these Atlanta Falcons? Throw the red and look, put the thumb down if you think he hasn't, and put thumbs up if you believe that he has. Do you believe that Raheem Morris has done enough? Okay? Raheem Morris has done enough as a coach in any capacity to justify him still being the Atlanta Falcons head coach. It's a disgrace for you to go on national TV and say, man, we gonna have some dogs on that team. We got some players. We're going to be really good, and we're going to get to the playoffs. We're a quarterback round. One, two, three, just that quick. Everybody say, nope, he hasn't done enough. Raheem has done nothing as a coach to justify him still being with the Atlanta Falcons. The only good thing that came out of this year is him making that quarterback decision, okay, to put Michael Penix in as the quarterback to help salvage the team and show the fans and the organization that we got something to look forward to. Because right now, we're still looking for a defensive lineman to step up. Because there's speculation out here that Grady Jarrett and David Onyemata, the same guy that you said is going to be a very good player for the Atlanta Falcons, you went out of your way to mention David Onyemata on said podcast and said, you know David Onyemata, he's a very good player, right? Well, David Onyemata didn't do a damn thing. Like I said, when I see that, I knew it was bullshit. Like, come on. It took them damn near half the season to realize we got two good running backs. And maybe we need to rely on them a little bit more. And run the ball and stop throwing the ball 40 fucking times to goddamn Ray Magoof. It took them half the fucking season to realize that. Man, Corey, look, I ain't grading that motherfucker on no curve. I'm calling what the fuck it is. He ain't did shit. He ain't did nothing but kiss Arthur Blank's ass. I have not shown me anything to justify him being a head coach. Now, whether or not you want to see he's an assistant head coach, I'll give him that. If you want to say he's a defensive coordinator, I'll give him that. But to justify him being a head coach and a developer of talent has done nothing. He don't have a track record of winning. He don't have a track record of developing defensive backs. He doesn't have a track record of developing defensive linebackers or defensive linemen. He doesn't have a track record of developing wide receivers. He doesn't have a track record of having elite offenses. He doesn't have a track record of having elite defensive. He has a track record of losing and being a bottom tier defense. That's what his track record is. So it's an absolute embarrassment. Otherwise, they said they were in win now mode, and yet they did not hire a win now coach. Yeah, because I'm convinced that came from Rich McKay. I'm convinced that came from Rich McKay. Just so happened Raheem is Rich McKay's buddy. Hattie, I do not want to see that man smile. Only time I want to see that man smile is when we up by 15, 20 touchdowns. Goddamn. I'm tired of that smiling motherfucker. And as one say, I'm tired of that motherfucker and them chicklets. Okay? No, I'm not a Ryan Clark fan at all. I think he's look, that dude got CTE his damn self. So since everybody think I'm reaching and Mike is a little bit too harsh on Raheem, I'm still waiting on what he good at. Maybe y'all can tell me. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe y'all can show me the way, goddamn. Show me the light, goddamn. Show me the way. Show me the force, okay? I want to be Luke Skywalker, okay? Master Yoda, please teach me. Jesus, show me the light. I want to see the light, Jesus. I want to see it, Lord. Show man Mike the light. Show me the light. Show me something about Raheem that maybe I got all wrong and I'm overlooking. Man, Mike and Smitty and Coach are the only channels telling the real. Resist. Look, bro. Look. I'm open to somebody telling me that what Raheem is good at. I am open. Okay? I'm Lena Rhodes open. I'm Riley. I'm Riley Reed open. Goddamn, show me. Okay, please tell me. Please tell me what this dude is good at, cause I'm still trying to figure it out. What's happening said choosing gum. Eric Johnson says not a damn thing. Like, again, I am willing to at least listen. Okay? Nobody's giving me any answers. I haven't seen any content creator. I haven't seen any reporter came out and said, this is the reason why the Atlanta Falcons hired him. Outside of goddamn, oh, he's a player's coach. Man, I don't want to hear that bullshit. The fuck does that even mean? He's a player's coach. Not good at calling timeouts and choking key elimination games. He's a motivator, I guess. I don't see anything on the field that shows his skill set. Turbo, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Trucker might say he's good at giving a good excuse in that. He damn sure good at that shit. I guess he's a good motivator, Turbo. Like, is there any player on any side of the football? We seen. Look, this is one of the main reasons why I say this dude is ass, and we need to stop this bullshit with Raheem and call it for what it is. How many years has Young Wei Koo been on the Atlanta Falcons? Oh, y'all gonna like this one. How many years has Young Wei Koo been on the Atlanta Falcons? 4 years, okay? AJ, he wasn't really here with AJ. He was here 1 year with AJ, so I can't really throw in that. So he been here about 4 to 6 years, Young Wei Koo Bears. Name a year that Young Wei Koo was a complete ass. That he sucked. And we looked at Young Wei Koo and said, damn, boy, what the fuck going on with you? I ain't say it was a wasted year. George Test boy say last year. Exactly. And then he just Koo been a top 3 kicker the last 3 seasons. Yep. Him in the top 3 kicker the last 3 years. Koo had consistently been one of the top of the league in scores. Consistently. Raheem is suffering from Mark-Richt disease. His time has passed him in the first season and no record of winning anything. But this is the first time we've seen Young Wei Koo been this bad. And just so happened is on the Raheem horse. It's been this bad. Nah, ain't no all the kickers had no down year. That ain't the truth. That damn sure ain't the truth. I've seen some kickers in the NFL, especially that one in Dallas. It's a lot of kickers that been balling, but yeah. But Justin Tucker, we know that motherfucker had other things on his mind. That motherfucker fighting to go to jail, so I can't really say that's the same thing. But offensively, nothing has been developed on the Raheem and saying, yep, this player is definitely one of those guys. And I haven't heard one player, offensive, defensive, special teams, say Raheem is the reason why I became a better player. I ain't seen not one player came out and said, yeah, Raheem is the reason why I'm a better player. Not mother freaking one. Not a soul. Nothing. Nada. And it goes back to what I was saying about Michael Penix. He's the true savior. This man's the true savior. We should be getting on our knees and thanking Michael Penix for being a good prospect and showing this Falcons fan base that to look forward to. Because right now, nobody believes in Raheem. Nobody. You are a lying sack of crap. You saying to yourself that you believe that this man, if you believe in Ryan, I would literally look you in your face and tell you that you're a liar if you believe that Raheem Morris is the answer. Because he's not. He hasn't shown us anything. I've been hearing from the moment they drafted Michael Penix that this dude is doing a hell of a job. And I'm not talking about just one people that do content, research, interview other people in the Falcons niche. I'm talking about people that have nothing to do with the Atlanta Falcons. They look at Michael Penix and say, this dude is freaking amazing. So ever since the Falcons has drafted this guy, this dude has been special. So we can't really just sit up here and say that, all right, Raheem Morris is the reason why Michael Penix is great. Michael Penix was putting up numbers and getting his team to, championships. He was doing that in college. I mean, John knows. Sorry, John. But I can't really look at anything on this team and say, yeah, this is the Raheem Morris effect. I can't. That's nothing. The only thing that I can say with the John, like the Raheem Morris effect, has mostly been negative. He lied about, he was the reason why the team got sacks and all that crap. He lied about that. He pointed all the fingers at Jimmy Lake and made him the scapegoat just so he can bring his best friend. He can bring his best friend Jeff Olbrich. They done nothing. So you look at Michael Penix, man, how he's developed as a prospect. DJ Williams being promoted as the quarterback coach. TJ Yates, and this is really interesting that a lot of people didn't catch. TJ Yates is now the passing game coordinator. Okay? TJ Yates is now the passing game coordinator. Do anybody remember what Raheem Morris' job was when he was with the Atlanta Falcons? Does anybody know what Raheem Morris' job was when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl? Thank you. Right there. Corey, passing game coordinator. Why would they promote? Let me say it again. Why would the Atlanta Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris, who supposedly was the brainchild behind the Atlanta Falcons passing game under Matt Ryan, okay? If he was the brainchild behind that Matt Ryan and Kyle Shanahan, if he was the brainchild, like, why would he give up those duties and promote TJ Yates as a passing game coordinator, and then take DJ Williams and he is the quarterback coach? Nobody paid attention to that. Quite a few people missed that. Something went wrong in that passing game. Something went wrong. And what I've learned by listening to Roddy White and a lot of those Falcons players, it was really Terry Robisky who was the wide receivers coach. Raheem was just in charge of it. But the guy that was really the brainchild behind those, I know y'all seen the interview of Roddy White talking about, him and Terry Robisky going at it. And how much, Terry Robisky gets so much credit around the league for being one of the better wide receiver coaches out there. Yeah, he definitely has been working with Michael Penix. I know that's good. But a lot of people are not getting that, man. A lot of people didn't catch that move. The Falcons passing game was such a good idea. Such it was a great idea. Like, it explains to me why the guy like Kyle Pitts didn't get ball. They didn't have the fucking answers. They didn't know how to get him the ball. It made perfect sense to me why Kyle Pitts is underachieving and how a lot of wide receivers are underachieving under this Falcons, and then we passing the ball to guys like Ray Magoof. Like, it makes perfect sense to me. If your passing game isn't a problem, why change the passing game coordinator? See, you pay attention to the little things like that. Chess boy, like, that's what I'm talking about. This is something that I talked about a lot. A lot of times, the offensive coordinator can call plays, but it's still up to the quarterback to actually look at the wide receiver and look at these playmakers and get them the ball. This is why guys have these scenes on the sidelines, because coaches oftentimes are calling the plays to get the ball into these guys' hands, but quarterbacks, either they can't do it or they're not doing it. Bro, you would rather throw the ball to fucking Ray McLeod than get the ball in the Kyle Pitts? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm supposed to believe that Kyle Pitts is incapable, but Ray McLeod is capable? Man, you don't get out my damn face with that nonsense. This is what these Kyle Pitts haters be killing me at. I'm supposed to believe that Ray motherfucking Magoof, who fumbled the ball out of bounds and almost lost us the game, is capable, but Kyle Pitts ain't capable? Man, fuck all y'all. There's nothing nobody can say to me to justify Ray McLeod having, what, 600 yards? Are you kidding me? For one, if you got a Kyle Pitts on your team, why are you even looking at Ray McLeod? What are you talking about, bro? You got Kyle Pitts, 6'6", the dude run a 4.4, big, fast, can get out of his break for a tight end. And you telling me, as an offensive coordinator, head coach, you perfectly okay with Kirk Cousins throwing to Ray McLeod? Man, look, he deserved to be fired just on that alone. Because if I drafted a guy that high, ain't no way in the bloody hell I'm passing the ball to the motherfucking Ray Magoof. Some people have no problem with that. I have a major problem with that. It's like bringing in a 5-star recruit, but you up here throwing the ball to a walk-on. Man, please, what's the point of bringing in all this talent if you're not even going to throw to them? If I'm the head coach, I'm cussing Kurt ass the fuck out. Get the ball to Julio. Get the ball to Roddy. Get the ball to Tony Gonzalez. Get the ball to Bijan. Get the ball to Tyler. Get the ball to Drake. What the fuck are you doing passing the ball to Ray McGoof? Your head coach ain't got a problem with that? That's a major concern, bro. That right there should have been the biggest warning sign. If that right there isn't problematic to y'all, then you don't want to win as a fan because you are thinking about your own personal opinions about players. But if I am drafting a guy in first round, he's not going to be sitting on the damn bench. 2/3 of our goddamn rookies that we drafted on the defensive side of the ball for the last 2 years didn't get no playing time. I don't forget what the hell Brandon Doris even looked like. We don't even know what the hell Brandon Doris and Rook Aurora roll. We don't even know what the hell they even look like. He had to be bullied into giving D'Angelo Malone. He had to be bullied into playing D'Angelo Malone because the reporters kept saying, "Hey, why isn't this guy getting more playing time? You said you need more edge, guys. Why is he getting more playing?" He had to be bullied into that. We haven't even seen Zach Harrison much this year. This is a major concern, people. I'm trying to highlight the stupidity and the ignorance from this head coach so people in the Falcons fans can understand this is a problem. You got Kyle Pitts out there and you're not even throwing the ball. Look, picture Matt Ryan not using Kyle Pitts. It has never happened. Picture Matt Ryan not using Ronnie White. It has never, ever happened. Picture Matt Ryan not throwing to Julio Jones. It has never happened. The Falcons brought in Mohamed Sanu and Matt Ryan used his talent. He didn't throw the ball to goddamn Jacob Tammy over Tony Gonzalez. No. But we got our head coach who's perfectly fine with this nonsense. We got fans that are perfectly fine with this shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm supposed to be okay with dumbass. And we know why Kirk Cousins was throwing the ball to Ray McGoof so much, because the motherfucker couldn't throw past 10 yards because he was fucking injured. And our head coach knew it the whole damn time. And he just sat there like a damn goof looking at the goddamn scoreboard like he goddamn watching a wrestling match or something. This ain't film study, motherfucker. This ain't film study. Well, you looking at the damn board. Do something. Call a play, goddamn it. Cut somebody on the sideline. Throw a water bottle at the goddamn bench or something. Do something. It's like name again the quarterback for God damn it, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, bro, picture him not passing to his weapons. This shit only happens in Atlanta under this dumbass head coach. Like, oh, you kidding me? I'm supposed to be okay with not using our first and second round talent, and I'm supposed to say, yep, it's their fault that they're not getting the ball. No, that's the whole point of drafting these guys. You look at what Andy Reid does. He makes sure every game that Xavier Worthy touches the damn ball, whether it's a screen or in the round, throwing the ball deep, it doesn't matter. Even if he has to handle the ball and throw a free figure, he's going to put the ball into his first round talent hand. But we're excusing this fucking nonsense with Raheem when he just sits on the sideline and plays slow ass Charlie Warner over Kyle Pitts, and I'm supposed to believe that this dude know what the fuck he's completely okay with not even throwing the ball. But we're gonna look at Kyle Pitts and say, Kyle Pitts, you're not running fast enough for me. They're not even using Zach Harrison, Brandon Douglas, Rook Aurora. Like half the time, I didn't even know Eddie Goldman was still on the goddamn team. We barely saw him. Grady Jarrett is a shell of himself, but we saw him playing damn near every position on that D-line. Why draft all these defensive linemen if Grady Jarrett gonna play every goddamn position? And you, as a fan, is okay with it because he's black. He had to be bullied into playing D'Angelo Malone, and guess what happened when D'Angelo Malone got in? He played fairly well. This motherfucker had Taquan Graham starting that defensive tackle next to Grady Jarrett. And you wondering why teams are running the ball down our throat? This dude is 280 pounds, 90 pounds, lighter than Grady Jarrett, and he playing next to Grady Jarrett, and you wondering why teams are running the ball down our freaking throats. And again, this is why having Michael Penix is saves, because he's the true savior right now. Because nothing that Raheem says at this point means anything. And by extension, nothing that Terry Fontenot says and does at this point means nothing, because the players that they have drafted and brought in, these guys aren't even seeing playing time, and they're not giving them any production. So nothing that these guys say at this point means nothing. This is why having Michael Penix is the best thing for this Falcons organization, because it gives us something to look forward to. I am not excited about Grady Jarrett. I'm not excited about Troy Anderson. I'm not excited about AJ Terrell, and I hate to say that because I think AJ is a wonderful player. I know what I'm going to get from JB, Jesse Bates. I know what I'm gonna get from Bijan Robinson, Drake London. Like I know, but like let's keep it real. If it was for those guys, like what is there to really look forward to? This guy ain't giving us nothing to look forward to as a coach. I know when I play the Philadelphia Eagles, Sirianni, he's not that brilliant of a pass game coordinator. But I can tell you one thing, they gonna run the fuck out of that ball with they running back and they quarterback. They gonna run that son of a bitch to the ground. I got something to look forward to. I got nothing to look forward to with this Atlanta Falcons team on Raheem. Nothing. Super Bowls have been won with less than what we have. Absolutely. Trent Dilfer won a fucking Super Bowl. Okay? Come on, people. Falcons have a very talented team. We had Jay, bro, Jay. Oh my God, Jay. Look, I almost put so many holes in my walls, saying that nonsense, saying Matt Judon in coverage constantly. That man down there had the same amount of sacks all year with the Atlanta Falcons that he had in an injury-prone year with the Patriots. Let's think about that for a second. When you got this guy dropping back in like, come on, bro. Like, man, look, come on, bro. I can't do it. I'm not going to sit back and pretend. We had fucking Caden Ellis guarding DK Metcalf in the slot. Yeah, we did. We had Caden Ellis guarding wide receivers running down the field with wide receivers. We had Matthew Judon guarding running backs coming out of the backfield. See, I'm trying not to lose my damn mind thinking about this all over again. Yeah, really pissing me off. It's nonsense. So when I look at a lot of these players that the Falcons have, man, it's like we shouldn't have been in that position. We should have easily won it. But Raheem Morris, he was more concerned with not looking like an idiot because of what they gave Kirk Cousins and not being perceived as the bad guys. He wanted to prove that he's the player's coach. And players gotta like me because I give my players opportunities. I'm not giving no player no opportunity to lose us the game and lose us multiple games over and over and over again, week after week after week with horrendous play. And it wasn't just bad play from Kirk. He was god awful. He was barely throwing for 200 yards a game, and we just sat there. We sat there and looked at this horrendous. We talking about guys. He throwing a ball 15 feet in the air to a guy that's already 6'6". and he still wouldn't pull the trigger on him. It took for us to barely beat the Raiders for him to sit up here to bench him. So when you talk about the Rams let Raheem go in one games, well, we know for sure that they did not miss him whatsoever. They ain't missed that man whatsoever. We underutilized Clark Phillips. Yeah, we underutilized quite a few players. And that's the one move that they made as far as getting more sacks. It really ain't that deep. It really didn't take that much of an adjustment. All they did was put Caden Ellis towards the line a little bit more and let him get after the quarterback. That's what really changed the Falcons' fortune as far as getting sacks. They stopped putting his ass in coverage as much. And that's how the Falcons end up getting. Just go look at it for yourself. It wasn't fucking genius. They realized Caden Ellis wasn't a cover guy, and we need to stop putting him in coverage and put him towards the line and let him get out the quarterback. That's what changed it. It's not that difficult. You can go look at it for yourself. I promise you that's exactly what the Falcons did. That's literally it. The Falcons have been doing stunts all year. The problem is they kept putting Caden Ellis in coverage situations where he never been that great. They use him in blitz packages. They use him in a lot of stunts. They did use Caden Ellis in stunts more, playing off of Grady Jarrett. But that's the reason why they got more sacks. They got more aggressive up front and sending their linebackers. So it wasn't no elaborate, he came up with this elaborate scheme to get more sacks for the Atlanta Falcons. It wasn't any of that. All he did was use Caden Ellis more. That's why he was so that's why he all year he was all on Caden Ellis nutsacks. There's nothing wrong with believing in your veteran players, but at some point you gotta start playing other players. You never know what you got unless these guys get on the field. Gotta give these guys an opportunity to step on the field. And that's what I like about, and I keep going back to this, but that's what I like with looking at Sirianni. I mean, what's the backup running back? He gets playing time. They get the ball to both their tight ends. They get the ball into their running backs. They play their second, third, fourth string defensive tackle. You look at the Chiefs, everybody gets the opportunity in that offense to touch the ball and make a play. Vito, what's going on? But all these guys get opportunities to make a play. But Raheem is so infatuated and stuck on the idea and that old school philosophy, which is nonsense in my opinion. And it's not even really old school nonsense. It's stupidity. Sometimes the best player who's performing well needs to get the playing time. To hell with the money. If you're getting results, you need to play. Period, point blank. Yeah, look, I'm not an Eagles fan. I can't stand them. But they did all the necessary things to get the job done. Whoever performed well got to play. The end. And that's what it should be. For the Falcons to sit up here and ask the defensive coordinator and the head coach, why isn't D'Angelo Malone playing? And they make up this bullshit excuse. Well, we need to see more of him in practice. But he been there fucking 4 years. How many motherfucking practices he need to be in for you to see? Sometimes players practice okay, but when you put them in the game, all of it connects. D'Angelo Malone got what, 3 sacks this year, if I'm not mistaken? Like, bro, what are you talking about? That man ain't have that in his whole fucking career. And then y'all give him a shot and then he start putting up numbers. And then you wondering why players and what other teams they win. And where they find these big time quote unquote players. You wonder why these other teams find these players, because they give them an opportunity. They would have never found a Tyreek Hill if he didn't get the opportunity to play. Tyreek Hill was no damn first round pick, but they gave him an opportunity to do what he does best. And he never looked back and he became something. So again, these guys, you got to give these guys an opportunity to play, bro. Give these guys an opportunity to step on the field, showcase their talent, and if they don't showcase their talent when they're on the field, you take them off. But sometimes you got to give them an opportunity. Like I said, I don't even know what the fuck like Brandon Doyle even look like right now. D'Angelo Malone, I'm looking at his numbers right now. This guy has a career. This guy has a career total of 3 sacks, and 2 of them came this year. In 3 years. You see what I'm saying? It's like you never know what you get from players if you don't give them an opportunity. Just give these guys an opportunity to play, and then you see, like I said, improve and practice once they get it, because sometimes it takes players to actually go on the field, play, rather than get in practice and do certain things. You're going against your teammates. But sometimes it really clicks when you get on that field and go against other teams. Like, we didn't even see Kentavious Street like that much, because again, a lot of these guys, like I said, look, a lot of these guys, bro, they ain't getting no more playing time. Like, I don't know what the hell Raheem was doing. So it's a lot of ignorant stuff that came down to Raheem, and the reason why I'm saying this about it. He put Michael Penix Jr. in the position where he saved this franchise. Michael Penix saved this franchise, and he saved Raheem's job. It gave him another life, another opportunity to have a job and to keep his job as a head coach. If they don't draft Michael Penix, Raheem is easily fired because of this mess that happened with Kirk Cousins. He saved this organization. Not only did Michael Penix save Raheem's job, but he saved us as a franchise, as fans. We got something to look forward to. Because we've been looking for a pass rush for the last 10 years or so. I've given up. That look, I don't care. Look, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not looking forward to getting a good defensive edge guy that gets 10 sacks a year. I'm not looking forward to it because it ain't happened. We don't spend money, we don't spend draft picks, and it's not happening. So I'm not looking forward to it. What I am looking forward to is watching that damn Michael Penix and that Bijan Robinson, Drake London, those guys in that offense. That's what I'm looking forward to because I know they're going to give me what I need as a fan. Brazil. Like I said, Vito, appreciate you coming in, brother. Which position would you go after first? I said it before, a lot of people don't agree with me. But because I don't believe in any of these guys, I don't believe in anything on that defense. As far as the coach is concerned, I don't believe in nobody. They got to show me. So I'm not going to waste my time building or drafting guys. And them some bitches not going to get no playing time. And I know that nobody on that defense can't develop anybody. I'm not, look, I'm not giving you no first round pick so you can fuck it up. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm not going to do it. Me, you asking me what I'm going to do? I'm not giving him no damn first round pick so he can fuck it up and not play him. No. We already doing that now with Kyle Pitts. Like, please. We drafted wide receivers, we drafted running backs. We ain't seen Jace McClellan. We ain't seen Washington. We ain't seen none of these motherfuckers. Defense, offense, nowhere. Nothing. Yet I get stuck with Avery Williams with his goddamn hand waving ass. That's all he fucking do on special teams. Wave his fucking ass in the air. Wave his damn hands in the air like he just don't fucking care. Like this an old school goddamn 70 rap song or something. Wave your hands in the air and wave it like you just don't care. That's all that motherfucker do. All I see every game, Taquan Graham starting in the first quarter, get his ass ran over and ran through like a whole slut. They make the changes, and then he sits on the bench with a bit. That's what the fuck I see when I look at Raheem. Like I said, he's done nothing. Look, to be honest, I'm not even gonna give Jay. I'm not even gonna give him the satisfaction of saying that he did it because I don't think. I think that was a more so of a Arthur Blank call. That's just my opinion because Arthur Blank, he saw the quarterback play. He did not like it. He was verbal. Okay, he was verbal about that. He was adamant that he needed to have a better quarterback, but he wasn't going to pay that money that Lamar Jackson, he wasn't going to pay that. I'm not giving them the satisfaction of saying, I think that was more of an Arthur Blank call to draft him. Now, Raheem maybe agreed with it and was in on the process, but I will not give him the satisfaction of saying that is guy. Because if that guy, if Michael Penix was Raheem's guy, it wouldn't have taken him that long to bench Kirk Cousins if it was. So all this stuff not adding up, bro. Thomas, bro, they love the idea of Raheem. Okay? That's the problem. That's the issue with a lot of fans. They don't love Raheem. They don't love the dude because he's shown us. He's given us He's given us every reason to say, "What the fuck are you good for, and why are you in my house?" They don't love Raheem. They love the idea of Raheem. That man ain't did nothing to justify me saying, "Hey man, damn, you might be a good ass coach." He's done nothing. That team looks exactly how it looked under Dan Quinn offensively. Offensively, damn good. Defense, an absolute fucking mess. Right, Rashad, that's what it's all about, symbolism. He's done nothing to justify that. He's done nothing for me personally. I haven't seen anything. I don't care nothing about no players coach. We could have kept Dan Quinn for that nonsense. So, like I said before, man, like I hold my judgment as far as this coaching staff is concerned. I don't know what Jeff Ulbrich is going to be able to do. However, I've seen him develop linebackers. He's done a wonderful job. He has a resume of helping develop linebackers from the Sherwoods to the Devondre Campbell to the Deion Jones. He's helped develop linebackers. He's done that. And he's done that on multiple teams. So I reserve judgment in regards to Jeff Ulbrich, but I have no confidence at this particular moment. It's a wait and see with Raheem. And I hope that he shuts me all the way up. I have nothing to complain about at all. I want him to shut me up. Please do it. Should please have this defense come back. I hope Jeff Ulbrich is that guy, where he's going to be the Falcon guy for at least the next 3 years or so. I hope he is that until he has an opportunity to be a head coach himself. I hope that is. But as far as the organization not being serious, I don't agree with that. If you didn't see this Atlanta Falcons organization before Arthur, yeah, you wouldn't say that. Arthur Blank is a wonderful organization. Arthur Blank is a wonderful, wonderful owner. But, we need more. That's all. Like I said, you would not say that if you saw Rankin and Taylor Smith and how they just let guys like you. I mean, you let Deion Sanders walk and you didn't get nothing for him. That did tell you how bad they were, and they didn't care about. So I'm not gonna say that about Arthur because I don't think that's true. I think Arthur just have a certain way that he wants his team to be built, and that's fine. That's all cool. He has a recipe to get into a Super Bowl, to get to the playoffs, and get to NFC Championship. At least he have that. The Smith traded Favre to Green Bay for a running back who played one game, and let Deion Sanders walk to San Francisco free. Nothing in return. Nah, bro. We good. We good on that, pimp. In his prime. Yeah, you let Deion Sanders walk free in his prime and got nothing in return. Nah, it ain't like I said. We got a good owner, and like you said, Texas boy, like that was a rival, and you allow him to walk scot free, got nothing from it. Man, please, yeah. So Falcons in a good position, man. Like I said, it's you know things will change. It's just all about patience. But patience and me in regards to Raheem, I don't care nothing about Raheem or his potential. Don't care. Gotta show me. Just show me something. He's shown me nothing whatsoever. He's still the same coach that he was when he left here. He's shown me no ability to develop any type of player. He's still a stupid head coach. Don't know how to use his timeouts. Doesn't know when to bench guys. He stays too long with certain guys. He doesn't play certain guys. He's just done nothing to showcase me personally to see the potential in what he is. I don't care about him smiling. I don't care about him being able to talk and connect with players. I don't care nothing about that nonsense. Because at the end of the day, being able to connect the players ain't equating to winning. So it's bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit. So, like I said, man, I know a lot of people want to think positive about Raheem, but I'm not. I'll reserve my judgment. I'll give him an opportunity to get it right. But like Stone Cold used to do on Monday Night Raw, kick him in the stomach, give him the stunner, and put them two middle fingers right in his face. And that's what I'm doing to Raheem. Until that motherfucker get it right, he's gonna get two. He's gonna get a stunner, and he's gonna get these two middle fingers. And that's the bottom line, because Mad Mike said so. So appreciate everybody for joining you, boy. Like I said, we're gonna hold our judgment. We're gonna give these guys an opportunity to get it right. And it is possible that they can get it right because the Falcons do have a very good offense. Running back duo, Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts still on the squad. They still got some pretty good wide receivers. They got a couple of guys that are going to be free agent, the offensive line. They got to figure out what's the long term solution to that. What Michael Penix at quarterback. We still got some things to do as far as the positions is concerned and what's going to go with the passing game. They're going to change all these type of things. So still got some things that we need to get done. But at the end of the day, look, I'll give you an opportunity, but that don't mean I believe in you. Me personally, I don't believe in Raheem. So until he shows me something that he's capable of doing something right, he can kiss my natural black ass. And that's the bottom line, because Mad Mike said so. And I'm out of here, man. Again, appreciate everybody for joining us. Head over to Jew Talk Sports. He got a couple of prospects that he did videos on, 6-man K Styles. We got a number of things going on. Rashad, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. John, Georgia, Texas boy. Rashad, Mike Thompson. Appreciate you. D. Sloan. Everybody, ATL, Carl Thomas, Freddie. I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. We got Vitor from Brazil, Big Z. I appreciate J Diaz. I appreciate everybody for joining. But Corey Gill, All y'all appreciate you for joining your boy, man. Gonna do more live shows like this. Stay tuned. This is your opportunity to be heard right here on Man Mike Sports. Hit that live button. Hit that hit that comment section and get leave a comment, whether it's a question you have on a prospect, a free agent, whatever the case may be. Even hell, leave it again. You're a wrestling fan, leave it there. I just put out a video with Jade Cargo and what I think is going to happen with that, with Alexa Bliss and the Wide Six. Like we doing all that type of stuff right now. So that's all I got to say about that, man. Support your boy, continue to support your boy, man. Also got some stuff too. Hit that comment section, the video section where we have the commission for a lot of the videos you see on there. What'll happen is if you guys order some stuff here from my channel, and these are real affiliate links, all right? So these are legit. I do get a commission if you guys buy a t-shirt from the Atlanta Falcons, WWE, Walmart, all this types of stuff available in these videos. So if y'all see those jerseys, the commission from that and everything that we earn, not only for the commission, but the super chats that goes into helping our cause, our teacher student fund. We still have that going on. We're going to continue to do that. We got some other stuff that we going, but like I said, man, appreciate everybody for joining us. This has been your boy, man, Mike. That's all I got to say about that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm out of here, man. Peace.